Welcome back to Morning Express. We're glad you're watching. Nganjiko Wairia Lumula is with me on set, the lovely lady who is going to be my guest 3 days in a row. Now that is cool.
Yes,
it's a special first year, beginning of the year thing for the show. But we've been detoxing for the last 2 days. Today is the last day. Yay! You're like, when you've been on a detox, it's kind of a torture. It's a little bit of torture. A little bit. Because the system is getting into this very healthy is not interesting. Well, you were asking me to share my experience before we came on air about these 3 days. And I was imagining
Thank you.
if I was having to take those, the green day like today is, and it's celery, at least on Tuesday was the first day, and the apple. You know, even when you left me with the salad later, it was so much easier to just pick the apple, you know, because celery is so, but that's the good stuff. That's what helps. So I think and most of the people who've been responding again, one of the things they've been saying is, you know what, it doesn't taste very good, especially day 1 and today. Day 2 yesterday was good, was sweet. But at the end of the day, when you remind yourself that it's for good, then that keeps you going.
Exactly.
So that's, I think, bottom line. So a quick recap of yesterday.
Yesterday was a sweet day. There was carrots and apple and
pineapple.
Oh, sorry, and pineapple. Thank you very much. And because of that, the quantities have to be small.
Very small. So my glass was barely half.
So that you don't overdo it. Yes. And that really just raises up your energies and just get your system up and running. And today now is more to ground you. Just the same way, think of your house. Fantastic electricity, fantastic bulbs. There's a power coming through. But you do need an other. So we need to ground your system so that by the time we are done with the 3 days, it will be a bit difficult to go back to eating the way you were eating. In fact, your system will throw a tantrum. And that's what today is about. That's why it's purely green. We will realize that we will juice some vegetables which you really have never thought of juicing. And today we're mixing spinach and terere. Amaranth. Yes.
Terere is what most people will actually
Yes. So a lot of people, I remember the first time I did this, a lot of people was like,
amaranth?
How do you juice it? Won't my system just go all haywire? It's like, no, it will not. You find that because it's a combination of spinach, which is the world's healthiest vegetable.
Yes, spinach.
Yes, I mean the Popeye and spinach, it was not a joke. I mean, really, your system actually raves up. And inside the chlorophyll, what makes it green, and that's why today is really, really important. And you're eating 2 green juices is actually a magnesium molecule, which is critical in the absorption of calcium in your system. So, ladies, this is very, very, very important.
Very important.
And the most surprising thing is that, you know what, your green juices are also very good for the uterus. Keeps it very, very, very healthy. Yes. So again, loads and loads of motivation. Everything starts in the mind.
It all starts with the mind and getting yourself psyched up to do it. And remember, today we're opening our phone lines for you. We'll go do our mix-up right now, but our phone lines will be open. You can call in and ask Wanjiko a question as we go along. So can we? Shall we? Let's do this. Day 3, final day. Exciting to finally come to the end of this detox. And it's so green even up here. We still have breakfasts. A quick reminder: the oat with some
bit of water.
Should
you choose to do your hot water and a squeeze of lemon? Yes, that is fantastic.
That is
do that. Yes, and in fact, on green dates, I usually recommend it because then it just dulls your senses. Yes, so that you're not asking for something sweet. Yes, so it's really, really good for you in that sense.
And the juice for breakfast is standard,
which is today's, which is terere and spinach. That's what we're going to juice today. So how you do this is that you take a leaf. Yes, and then you remove the stalk, so you just remain with the leafy bits of it. And what I did is I just carried just a few samples. The last time I actually did this, I realized a few people were asking, Wanjiko, really? Do we really have to have the actual spinach? So yes, it is the actual spinach. This one is really tiny. Yeah, so you try and get a big leaf.
So yeah, try and get a bigger one.
Yes,
there we have it.
There you go. And this is how your terere looks like.
Yep, that's terere.
That's how it looks
amaranth.
like. Yeah, we call it amaranth. That's it. That's the English name for it. But even if you go to the supermarket or to the market, you will actually get it.
Okay.
Yes.
So those two, that's what's going on into
That's
the
what's
blender.
going into the blender.
And still blender, not juicer.
Yes, blender and not juicer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you ready
So
for
washed
this?
and ready. Yes,
Yes.
we are. So this
So-
you already cut.
I already pre-diced.
Yes.
So that's what we're gonna do. So this is my leaf of spinach. Again, you see the quantity is really small. Yeah, really
This is
small.
for one.
This is for one leaf, yes. So again, we layer it. So we do a bit of that.
A little bit of that first.
And then, a bit of that. Sorry, that was my terere. This is my spinach, sorry.
Kind of look alike actually.
Yes.
Both are green. So this will be real green.
Real
At least
green.
On Tuesday we had a little bit of apple, some sweetness somewhere. This is quite green.
So that's the terere.
Yeah.
And now the terere, what you do is that you just take a handful. So you remove them you remove the leaves from the stalk, and then you just take a bunch.
Okay.
So that should actually give you about maximum 6 leaves. Those little tiny leaves, depending on the size of your hand. If your hand is smaller, then you get a lot less. And
Big hands.
I thought, let me carry some carrots for you guys.
Okay. So some carrots.
Yes, so we'll just sweeten it a bit.
Sweeten it a bit.
A little bit.
Very important.
Yes.
Otherwise we're gonna not go through it. The glass.
So I don't make too many enemies on the show. I still need to have a few friends after
Yesterday the juice, actually we finished it on set. The peeps over here.
You were kind yesterday. You shared it.
We always share.
Okay.
They're all nodding right now and saying how
I'll talk to them on the side and
find out.
What I want you creating curry for us.
So a little water.
Yes.
That always goes to help with the whole blending.
And I'll put half a glass for now.
Yes.
Actually 3/4.
Okay.
Just to get us started.
Excellent.
And we can actually blend this. I carried a variation today. You find, I remember a lady actually texted me and asked me, Njuku, my blender doesn't have a cover. What do I do? So I made sure I left mine at home.
Yeah.
And you can actually use a saucer.
Okay.
You can actually use a saucer. So don't throw away your blender if it doesn't have the little clear thing that comes on top. You can actually have a saucer and just cover it on top. It should actually, on the back, it should actually be able to actually seal out all the juice from flying up to you. So it's like, Kunju, can you show it will work? I was like, okay, yes, I'm going to do it on the show. Sophia's got no idea I'm going to do this. So
let's hope it works for the show. At least it's real. We're going to see real life.
For sure.
Example.
All right, shall we?
Let's do it.
Go.
Okay.
You see, it actually.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Yes. This actually covers the top. So please don't throw out your blender or think, you know what, I need to buy a new one.
That is not going to work.
So I just want to add the rest of the water in here.
So it's a glass of water.
Yes. Just no more than a glass. Do you just throw in a few more? You know, a few more.
Yes.
Carrots?
Let's all of them.
All right. So I'll do you a favor today, and you'll have 2 carrots.
Because it actually smells green.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
How does green smell actually?
I
like that.
You know, the spinach, just when they're very fresh. You know how that you're washing them and all that.
Actually, I think the word you're looking for is the smell of fresh cut grass.
Yes.
Yeah. That's how grass.
Look
at your expression. Okay, let's finish this up.
a wrap. And it's a wrap.
Yep.
Then comes the scary moment, the moment of truth.
Are you feeling a little bit braver than Tuesday?
I have to be brave for all the great viewers who are watching right now and who we're encouraging to do this.
Fantastic.
You know?
There you go. So here's your first ever. Have you ever done this before?
No, never.
Okay.
First
ever green juice.
Oh gosh, it so doesn't look good.
You know?
And it's amazing how we now have 2 glasses.
Exactly.
Yesterday was a half a glass, which was the sweet stuff. Just goes to tell you how life is. Get a little bit of goods.
And this is actually what you need, actually. This is actually more of what you need, especially for your system as a whole. Okay. You want to give it a taste?
Yeah, let's drink this together. Honey,
all right,
you're not running out. Cheers to living healthy.
Is it as bad as you thought?
Not too bad.
I told you. Actually, the teriyaki actually balances out the spinach, so it's not harsh. And then the little sweet tingly you can feel from the back, especially when you're swallowing. That's your carrot.
Okay, that's the carrot.
Yeah. So if you actually hadn't put any carrot, then you'd actually taste now the fiber. You'd actually feel like even as you take it down, you start feeling a bit fuller in your system. So this actually is what I was telling you yesterday, that most people who've done this prefer to do this on Sunday. Yes.
And remember, you should take over an hour again, not one whole sit down of just let's get it done, and you hold your gargle it down. So this breakfast,
this is now what you'll have: one for breakfast, one for lunch, and one for dinner.
So thrice.
3 times, just as we're doing with the other juices.
All right.
And today we're going to discuss lunch. So I pre-prepared my my salad at home.
Yes.
So one of the questions I got was, Wanjiko, how do we pack for work?
Yes,
because she's like, you know what, I'd love to do this, but on a weekend won't work. I've got kids, I've got this, I've got errands, so it's, the office is more manageable.
Yeah.
So I actually put this in my little container. And what do I have in here? Let's start with my salad. This is what we'd have for lunch.
Okay.
You can see my avocado right there.
Yay.
These are my cucumbers.
Raw.
I have my lettuce. I have my pili pili hoho, which is your capsicum. I have it here.
Yes.
I have my celery from Monday in here. Yeah. So, and I also have my coriander, is what we call dania. Also in here. So that's what forms the bulk of my plate.
Okay.
Of my lunch. Yes. And if you're packing it, when you pack it this way, it's easier for you to be able to have this differently and have this a little later. So ideally on day 3 lunch, you actually can have soya beans, you can have pigeon peas, you can have cow peas, whatever peas that you want. Soybeans for me are my favorite because they're very rich in protein. And then you have your boiled sweet potato.
Yes.
And this helps sweeten up your day.
Okay.
Now what you realize for dinner is that they are actually probably no starches. I just want you to do a nice big salad with the juices. Okay. That's what you'll actually find for dinner.
Excellent. Let's go sit over with our juice.
Exactly. Can I stir that out for you a bit?
Yes, please.
So that you're able to sip on it. And that's the other thing. You realize you need to keep stirring it. Yes, so that you're able to.
Everything is still mixed up.
Yes. There you go.
Okay.
Because what comes up at the top is a fiber.
Yeah, that's the fiber. So looking frothy.
Yes, at the top.
At the top.
Exactly. All right. So let's have a seat.
Okay. Come with me.
All right. I'm right behind you.
So day 3, that's how it looks in terms of preparation and what we are putting together. Our juice here. Very.
It's not as harsh as you thought, is it?
Not as harsh as
Monday?
Tuesday,
sorry, yes. Tuesday, yes.
Monday.
Yes.
So again, in case somebody's just joining us for the detox today, of course, this you're sharing on your Facebook page, which is
Wanjiko Inc. I've put up all the recipes on my Facebook group, Wellness for Life. And for life is number 4. And that's why I'm posting everything and other additional materials that you can actually access that we're not being able to discuss on the show.
Yes. So Wellness for Life, the name of the detox.
Yes, that's the name of the detox. Yes, Wellness for Life.
All right. So after we're done, the third day today, if somebody has, in case somebody who's doing it with us from day 1, what do we expect?
All Today, I think I personally love day 3.
Yeah.
Is excellent in the sense that the amount of burst of energy that you feel just when you wake up and have your first glass, because the green juices are full of chlorophyll. And actually, this is actually what plants use to make food on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
So when they get into your system, they actually impact your hemoglobin, the little molecule that looks like your blood, bursts out with energy and fills it up with oxygen. So again, you get more oxygenated, you feel more vibrant.
Okay.
Your digestive system, because of so much fiber, now cleans out. Now you feel like you're squeaky clean. Now when you have a nice shower and you scrub yourself, you feel that way from the inside.
Okay.
You will feel a lot better. You find that you'll be able to concentrate more by virtue of that. You have got more oxygen circulating in your system.
Right.
And now this is like the last overhaul on your lungs, on your kidneys, on your large intestines. So your system is just clearing out. And if you're taking the water, as we're saying, like if you take your juice and 2 glasses of water with every section of your meals, you find that even as you go for a short call, it's a lot clearer. You find that you're opening up your bowels more comfortably, at least once a day. Some people go, as I said, all the way to 5 times a day. You will sleep better.
5 times?
Yeah. It's like, what you guys, are you okay? Have I done something wrong? Yes, but it's like, no. Again, different people. By now, some people's skins are clearing up, depending on what was really not working for you.
Yeah.
So again, different people experience different things.
And you've been receiving some questions as well.
Yes.
People with different conditions.
Yes.
And how it would work out for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yes, because I've received a lot of questions, especially to do with cancer. Clients with cancer do this, and this is what I would say with any chronic illnesses, especially if it's chronic in the sense that it needs prolonged treatment. We probably have to have a sit down and actually look at your regimen of treatment. And more often than not, my principle is always to consult with the doctor, because he's a primary care physician, because I do not know what his outcomes are. And then remember, because these are so rich in nutrients, the nutrients in this could actually also bind some of your treatment, the medicine that you're taking, or make it more bioavailable, which in medical terms we say it becomes more, you have higher dose than the doctor had planned for. So in that way, it can become poisonous or cannot be good for you. So usually people with chronic illnesses, I prefer to sit with you. That means if you're diabetic, if you're undergoing any cancers, we always say, like, if you're going through a tertiary treatment like dialysis, I usually say, let's not get you on this. Because already your kidneys are already suffering so much. And whether it is the hemodialysis, where we clean out your blood, or peritoneal, where we actually put some liquid into your peritoneal cavity to absorb the toxins, whatever kind of treatment, we would prefer not to have you on this. If you're currently going through your chemo, I would say, you know what, let's approach that differently. Yes. Another question was for children. Can I give this to my kids? I was like, my preference again is children under the age of 13. Please give them that carrot. Like, oh, but my kids will not eat this. Let's work around hiding the vegetables in their meals as opposed to actually giving them juices. Yes, because of the high concentration. Yes, but teenagers, that's fine. It's like, okay, can I give them once in a while, because then I'm making mine and insisting they want to have some. It's like, yes, pour them just in a little cup in a glass, but not part of a daily regimen. Yes.
And we said this can be good to try out, even if you're not doing the detox once a week. Would be very nice.
Yes, exactly. This is something you can decide, this is going to be part of my daily routine, my weekly routine. So even if you're not actually doing the full comprehensive detox, having these nutrients into your system is fantastic.
There are people who say detox don't work. It's a whole fake lie. It's not really. What do you tell those people?
Well, it depends on what they're referring to. Because again, remember at the beginning of, I think that was Tuesday, right?
Yes, Tuesday.
On Tuesday, I differentiated this kind of detox and all the other detoxes in the market, because there are some which are in form of teas, where your tummy will run for 3 days.
Yes, where you sit next to the loo.
Yes, you hug it.
You're ready to go.
Yes, you call in sick or you take leave to do this. There are those, and there are those that you take in as tablets. which are supposed to complement a healthy lifestyle, but there are those which are purely says, you have to take this tablets in this way for this long. There are those which are purely juices. There are those which some people wear pads, foot pads at the bottom of their feet when they're going to bed. There are different kinds of detoxes. I will not even go into the pros and cons of all those others, but the beauty of this particular one is a duration. It's just 3 days. 3 days. And just gives your system just enough time to just reorient. That's the first thing. Second thing, it's something that you find in the market. It's not something I have packaged for you, put for you in a can, or in a pill, or in a tablet, or in a tea bag and told you, this is going to be good for you. So I haven't processed it. It's you going to the market, looking for your terere, looking for your spinach. You come home, you clean it out, you dice it, throw it in your blender yourself, and you drink it at that time. Because you find, and that's why there are different juices every day, so that you're not tempted to make one for the whole week, so that you keep having it. So it's fresh. It's fresh vegetable juice. Yes, and then again, this is an enormous amount of nutrients you're putting into your system. Yes, which again, your body also has a way of actually even processing them. Your water-soluble vitamins, your body doesn't keep, and that's why again you find that we minimize the quantities. So you're just taking just enough of what your body can actually assimilate. Yes, and if you take in more, if it's water soluble, it will be a waste. It will be washed out.
So you've done this at the beginning of the year, as you said, to get the system jump started. So looking out for the rest of the year, what is good to keep in mind? So we're eating healthy, we're keeping healthy nutrition, just getting all of those important things in there, but also enjoying life, and not just taking all this every day. Can't imagine that. You still need to have your sweet things, those things we like to have once in a while.
Now, this is the thing.
Can
I really be honest?
Be honest. I'm gonna take it. Be honest.
Tomorrow, if you've done this, you're 3 days and you're done, and the next day you're thinking, I have missed my sausage. I promise you, it will get stuck here. It will not go down.
If you stick to this, if you do it. To the letter.
Yes, you will gag on it, because I'm like, oh my goodness, what is that? So you probably find that you'll need to find, if you love your sausages, you'll need to find a different way of having them. So you probably not have a full one. You probably maybe dice it into your egg or something. You'll find a different way of doing it. You'll find that you'll prefer food with less oil. So if you're the kind of person, when you're stressed or excited, you go for the greases and the salts, you find that you will not be able to tolerate too much of that. And if you really insist on a lot of grease, you will then be a really good friend to the washroom. Yes, because then your system is saying, hey,
I don't want this.
Hold on, what is this? I thought we finished with this. It's like a car coming from service and putting in adulterated fuel. So I'm not saying that we'll get rid of your oil or your cooking fat. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that you will now learn how to reduce it.
Reduce the content.
Yes. So that, for example, you probably don't need to put cooking oil in your meats, for example, because they produce their own oil. But you probably spice them and enjoy them. So that's actually what we probably need to do.
All right, finally, Wanjiko, the biggest, most important wellness tip you'd give anyone right now, the one you say is key, number one, top of your list, which one would that be?
My number one wellness tip, it starts with the mind.
With the mind.
Make a decision and follow it through. So if it's going to be exercise, start small. If it's going to be changing your diet, start with the easiest thing to change. Yes.
Thank you very much, Wanjiko. We appreciate Wairia Lumula, wellness strategist. All this sounds very cool.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us for the 3 days. And of course, you can get the details. We've been scrolling her contacts and how you can reach her on your screen, so you can get in touch. And we'll be tweeting them. I'll be tweeting them later on as well. At Sophia Onuna, you can catch those contacts and get in touch with her and get the whole detox guide, step by step, what you'll have for lunch, morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and in between those salads that will help you through the day. Thank you for staying with us right here on Morning Express.